couldn't imagine doing an album of ballads without one of those ballads being a Henry Mancini tune. And for me, that tune had to be Dreamsville. It's been recorded a million times, and I've got a lot of favorites, including a version by Stacey Kent that a friend of mine and I used to share many years ago. But I have a real soft spot for the original, the 1958-59 recording that debuted in the show Peter Gunn. And it's got that classic West Coast small ensemble sound. I think it was Shelly Manne on drums. And so I asked Paul Roberts to write an arrangement that paid homage to that and kind of reflected that feel, and that's exactly what we've got on this album. I wanted to feature a really special guest artist if I could, and I started thinking about Warren Vaché, who's a legendary cornetist. And I had met Warren on a handful of gigs when I was living in New York City, and I approached him through a mutual friend, and to my delight, he said he'd be happy to do it. So listen for his muted cornet entrance on the bridge, and then his solo, which to me is a masterclass in lyricism and expression and taste. It's just really beautiful. There's a bit of a personal angle on this that is almost a private joke, but not so private anymore, I guess. When I was a little kid and just dying to play drums, when I'd go to sleep at night, I'd picture a red sparkle snare drum in my mind. That was sort of my happy place. I still want that red sparkle snare drum, by the way. Then as I learned to play over time, I'd start picturing myself just playing brushes on a snare drum. And that was my way of relaxing and sort of clearing my mind. And I've kept that as a little device all the way through adulthood. To this day, if I've got preoccupations or worries and I'm trying to fall asleep, I just picture brushes on a snare drum. And so when we recorded this, I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to open with those brushes on a snare drum. And that's how the album and the tune opened. And it's literally my way of falling into Dreamsville.